the last question. As an expert in maths, so what will be the one thing you will change in the entire teaching and learning process, specifically in the mathematics aspect?
Number one is start with a real problem and curiosity. You know, one thing I learned about mathematics, especially when it comes to what problem, people don't used to understand even what the question is saying. People don't used to understand even the question, Mallam. When they see question, English, maybe in this question, the real question is at the beginning, but they are confused. So number one is try to understand
The question. They say understanding the question is half solving the question. That's
And one thing I learned about our people, Hausa people here, language barrier. Our students or our youth today, they are doing two things at a time. They are learning the language and they are learning the knowledge. So it will be very difficult for them. That's why, yes, if you see a boy that has training of English language from his house and the student who doesn't have the background of English, you will suffer more to explain to a student that doesn't have
exactly.
And you know that is what makes knowledge to keep going back in Nigeria and or in our schools. Even today, the teacher will tell you, except if I explain to them in their native language, they will understand.
Yeah, that's obvious. That's obvious. So, but do you think, are we going to stop teaching them in their native language or stop teaching them in the English language?
What I am saying here is that, you know, language of mathematics is always different from other language of other subjects. One of the most important things for our kids is to understand the mathematical symbols. Addition, that is the basic operations. Addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, they have to understand. When they understand this basic operation very well, we have what is called what we call both mass. B stands for that bracket, O stands for up, D division,
multiplication. And
so the problem sometimes when you are teaching kids, the language that teachers use in teaching the kids mathematics is what makes them even to lose interest in mathematics.
They get lost along
the way. When you come to, and sometimes, let me tell you the fact about myself. When someone is good at something, sometimes maybe they know or they don't know. They used to show it. You know, I see this in my university. When someone knows something very well, especially mathematics, their head used to do like this. You know, they want to prove to you. You are learning from them.
Expert, in that field.
And they are fast. You know, multiply by this is called, you know. So you'll be missed. At the end of the day, you realize that someone did not learn anything. I find myself doing the same thing. But, you know, since we want the children to know what we are doing, we are going slow now. And we use simple language to teach our kids.
For them to
not that complexity language, you know, complicated language. You see someone, he is speaking English, but you will not understand.
Okay.